How's it going, viewers? Mr. Incredi-Brony's back and he's Waddle Punches, baby. Welcome to story time. Yep, we haven't done one of this, well, in a long time, alright? And honestly, these next few days are going to be no reactions, alright? So I don't want to hear a single request in the comments, alright? Due to the lighting that it's been here in the UK, I'm not going to do any reactions because this is going to look terrible quality and I don't want that for the channel. But instead, I can simply just do an easy video to record like this, storytime videos. I'm going to be doing 3 of them today because I want to be a bit personal with y'all, and I really love doing these, you know? It's like I'm being open about myself and you get to learn more about me. So, and this one's special. So, if you remember a while ago, well, not too long ago, I did a reaction to Mortal Kombat 11 fatalities. Every single one of them, including DLC, and it completely shocked me. I'm kind of scarred because of how gruesome they were, and no joke, YouTube themselves got very traumatized by it, that they age restricted it. So don't worry, you can still watch the video, but it is age restricted, so have fun checking that out if you can. But in the end, my videos should all be aimed towards 13 and above, okay? That's how my channel should go, really. But I wanted to make a video explaining why I don't like fighting games, or why I stopped playing fighting games, honestly. So more specifically, Mortal Kombat. So it's gonna be a cute story. So buckle your seatbelts and enjoy. So it all started when I was about 5 years old. I had my Nintendo Wii and I've had quite a few games in the library, and one of them was Super Smash Bros. Brawl. That was my very first fighting game experience, and I really enjoyed the game. I played it a lot with my sister and my cousins. We just loved the mode where we get to like fight each other in different stages, and we always made it random. It was so much fun. And the character I played as the most was Lucas, because I just liked how he was just a little kid with really cool abilities, and he had really cool blonde hair. Yeah, I really enjoyed the game for what it was. And Subspace Emissary, is that what it's called? The single player mode, which you can also play with multiple people as well, was incredible. I loved it so much. The story mode of Subspace was just crazy, and I don't think Nintendo's ever gonna do something like that. And the main reason I say it is because I haven't played any of the other Smash Bros games, and that includes Ultimate, and I'm pretty sure people say it's better than Brawl, but I don't want to get into it, and honestly, I don't have anyone that wants to play it with me, so it's gonna feel weird playing it on my own. Adventure games are fun to play on your own, but when it's a fighting game, I feel like you need someone with you to enjoy the experience more. Because fighting against a computer, it just doesn't feel right, because it feels like someone should be playing against you. And I know you can do online, but I don't trust online, and in the end, I want to be able to chat with that person, not just play with an invisible person from around the world. I want someone to be next to me playing the game. So that's the main reason why I stopped playing fighting games. But besides Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I actually remember I saw one of my friends playing a game on the computer in school during ICT time, you know, information, communications, and technology. It was during free time. I noticed it was a fighting game, and it was called Mortal Kombat Carnage with a K. And I asked him, what are you playing? Oh, this super epic fighting game, Mortal Kombat? You should really play the game, honestly. You have an Xbox 360, right? You should totally play it. And this was like when I was about 12 years old, when I got my Xbox 360, back in like, what was it, 2013, I believe. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was like 2013. I got my Xbox 360 in 2013, and I was 12 years old when I actually heard about Mortal Kombat for the first time. And I asked my mom, hey, can I get this game? And she was like, sure. You see, my mom always thought I knew what item I was getting because she knew I was a very sensitive kid. And unfortunately, she did not read the age rating and didn't realize it was an 18 rated game. So my first 18 rated experience was a Mortal Kombat game, more specifically Mortal Kombat 9 for Xbox 360. And I played a little bit of that, and let's just say I wasn't scared per se, but I was like, whoa, look at all the ketchup coming out of that guy, Mom. The second my mom noticed it, she was like, holy, what are you playing, young man? And then she looked at the rating and realized it was 18, and I was a little upset that I didn't get to play it again, but it wasn't until years later where I got to play a little bit of it, but I didn't. She actually got rid of the copy of MK9, so I never got to play it when I was at the good age. And then I was also sent to a club every Saturday called Autism's Club, You see, she thought I was traumatized from the experience, so she took me to a special club for young autistic people like me to cope with the stress. And honestly, I'm glad she did, because I loved it there. I made some great friends. The teachers were so super sweet, and I loved all the rooms they had. They had a sensory room, they had a super cool Lego room, they had even a room for like modeling, and my favorite room was definitely the one that had like all the cute like, I guess, like stress toys. They were just lovely to play with. And I also loved the room with the modeling, because on the back in the corner was a console. Two consoles. We had a PlayStation 2 and Nintendo GameCube. And GameCube was actually how I got into other games, and that included Sonic the Fighters. So that was my third actually, I should say. So it was Smash Bros. Brawl, then Mortal Kombat, and then of course Sonic the Fighters. I really enjoyed playing that. I always play it as Amy Rose, and I always won against every battle already, because I just had the hammer, okay? I even won against Being the Dynamite, who people claim is the hardest character to beat in Sonic the Fighters. But thanks to Amy's trusty hammer, I did it. So I guess that's when I fell in love with Amy back in the day. So yeah, but don't worry, I will be doing a Sonic the Hedgehog video after this one, so stay tuned for that, viewers, if you're interested. But so yeah, I played a bit of Sonic the Fighters on GameCube, and then in 2017, when I went to my home country of Serbia, you know, to those that don't know, I am Serbian. My family is from Serbia, so yeah, that's where I went. I like to go there every few years for a lovely holiday, and I recently discovered this cool arcade area, which it was originally, at first it looked like a toy store with some games outside, like in an arcade, like air hockey, for example, and a claw machine. But upstairs is a room of video games everywhere. I'm not joking, video games everywhere, okay? That included PC, PlayStation 3, and Xbox One. So obviously I was intrigued, and I used to go up there every single, like, I was allowed to go up there at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for at least an hour. I was allowed at least an hour at 1 p.m. Which, you know what? That's fine by me. And the game I played most of the time was Mortal Kombat X on the PlayStation 3, and I got at least half an hour mostly to play the game, unless I had extra currency with me, and then I can go in the game for longer. And I actually played the game with a bunch of people, because no joke, I was one of the few people who actually liked playing that game, because everyone else was usually on the PC, and let's just say it was pretty intense. I played MKX quite a lot with my buddies. Well, not when I say buddies, I mean like it just random boys that just happened to be up there, and it was fun for what it was, you know. It lasted a while until a year later, when the consoles upgraded to, you know, like PlayStation 4 and other consoles, and the PC, everyone was addicted to Fortnite back then, so I never got anyone to play with MKX, and the only way I could play MKX on my own was maybe, I know, the story mode. But it sucked because it was in Serbian language, and I couldn't actually fully speak my language, so it was hard to actually understand what was going on. So I just skipped all the cutscenes just to fight the character, and it just wasn't fun playing on my own. And then a year passed later, and before I could play the game again, it was gone, because of course the consoles were upgraded, like I said. So I couldn't play MKX anymore, and honestly, I just lost interest in fighting games from then. I just don't like fighting games anymore. Like, they're cool in concept, but I feel like when you add a story mode, it just doesn't make sense. Like, it worked for Subspace Emissary with Smash Bros. Brawl, because you could play it with multiple people, and there was no dialogue, so that made it more interesting. But when the story mode feels like it has to feel like a movie, and you're only allowed to play on your own, it just doesn't feel right. I didn't like when MK9 did that, and I definitely don't like when MKX did that, because apparently MK9 did the same thing, because it was the first NetherRealm Studios game. And yeah, I did of course have to do story mode with only one person, and like I said, I can't replay Mortal Kombat 9 anymore because my mom got rid of the copy. So I don't know if the game was actually that good. And apparently Freddy Krueger was a DLC character. I don't know if I got that version of the game, but whatever the case, yeah. So I never got to play MK11. I just got over fighting games. I just think it's better to play adventure games, really, that just don't force you to fight with people. It's best to have a story mode that actually just makes more sense to an adventure platforming game, you know, side-scrolling, 3D, all that jazz. Horror games, love them. RPGs, I enjoy them, but fighting games, I just lost interest, okay? So that's the story of how Mr. Incredi-Brony just lost interest in fighting games, and why Mortal Kombat was the main reason for that. So that's why when MK11 was announced, I just completely ignored it. I didn't play the game. I knew nothing about it, which is why I wanted to just react to the fatalities, because everyone's been doing that recently on YouTube, and I thought, let's get into the trend. And I kind of regret it. And do I want to play MK1? No, mostly because I have a Nintendo Switch and the graphics are apparently pretty bad on Switch, so there's no point in wasting money on a game that looks awful on the only console you own. So there's no need for it. I'm not doing it. So don't expect me to play the game on the channel. And if you want me to check out like the Mortal Kombat fan animations, maybe I'll do that, as long as they're not too gruesome. But yeah, I just wanted to make that clear to y'all why, if you were confusing my reaction to the MK11 Ultimate Fatalities, that's the story of why I just don't care about fighting games, really. But like I said, if you like them, that's completely fine. But this is just my opinion, and I don't plan on getting into them anytime soon. I'm glad with who I am, and I hope you are too. But viewers, if you enjoyed this particular video, leave a like on it. Don't forget to subscribe if you're interested. Follow me on Instagram, link down below. And until then, stay positive, keep calm, stay safe, be incredible. And as always, Brony on. Peace.